So, this fanfiction idea was one you guys voted on over on Patreon. And if you guys would like to be part of future, Patreon polls and whatnot, just hit the link in the description box below. Head on over to my Patreon, hit the third tier. That'll allow you access to do so. I mean, first tier, excuse me. First tier, that also allows you for checking out polls that affect you on YouTube and Patreon. Be part of Q&As, which I'm running 2 Q&As. Danny Phantom and Ultraman Q&As, respectively. And also movie reviews and TV show reviews. But anyway, so this one was basically set as in a tie, and, yeah. So I had to play tiebreaker real fast with this one, because this was basically, yeah, it was, and I might do the other one. I might do the one that tied. I got an idea for that one. I don't know when I'll have time to do it. But this is the one I wanted to do first. And this was what I considered the winner. And that is Spider-Man Danganropa. So yeah, a Spider-Man Danganropa crossover. So without further ado, let's get into it. So the story begins in Ravencroft. And in Ravencroft, Carnage, Cletus Cassidy has been locked up again. And essentially what has happened is that what Kafka and everyone else wants to do is try to remove the symbiote. That's kind of a constant thing. But they've kind of learned through experiences that, yeah, one does not simply remove Carnage from Cletus. Cletus and Carnage are one and the same. However, they've gotten S.H.I.E.L.D. to help them with this matter, and what they've basically designed is a device that will separate a symbiote from its host on a cellular level, like basically shooting off microscopic sonics, thanks to a help with some Pym particles from Ant-Man, from Hank Pym, of course. So yeah, they lock Carnage in this cell and just bombard his body with sonics and heat immersion until eventually the symbiote, rips off of him. And you may be thinking, well, hang on, doesn't Sonics don't really affect Carnage. Well, this is basically where the cellular level comes in. It's so much pain mixed in with the heat he's put in this cell. The symbiote is effectively ripped out of Cletus. And he's effectively cut off. However, the symbiote has other ideas. The symbiote basically manages to break out without Cletus there, and proceeds to just start killing everyone until it escapes Ravencroft Asylum and into New York. Now, while this is going on, you have one Toko Fukawa who's in New York promoting a new book that she's written, but she's really just not liking it. She's really just hating the whole experience. There's stuff that she wants to do, and it's all by herself. She's also dealing with genocide so in her head, more or less, ripping at her very core of her brain, and she's tried everything to keep So in check, to more or less hey, you're not getting out, I'm not letting you out, that's not gonna happen. So here, but she's losing that fight. However, while trying to get some peace and quiet after, some meet and greets and whatnot, and really not liking the social interaction, she goes into the bathroom just to collect her thoughts and keep So out of her head. But when she goes to wash her hands, the symbiote comes spilling out and is oh, you'll do, and grabs onto Toko. Now, Toko's psyche is already fucked up, and now Carnage has now entered the chat room. However, Toko's kind of trapped there, and also that's when So, the So personality wakes up, and So is just this is awesome. I always was a fan of you, Carnage, and you and me, I'm gonna redefine your name. So So's personality comes out, and now bonded with the symbiote. Now, of course, at this point, Peter has been, brought to Ravencroft, and he, makes a point of, every time, you guys gotta just stop, man. Every time you try to separate Cassidy from the symbiote, something goes wrong. And, yeah, I'll give it to you, you did, separate him this time, but at, what freaking cost, right? So, the symbiote Meanwhile, so Spider-Man's like, all right, I'll go find the symbiote. You guys, keep Cassidy here. And then before Peter leaves, Cletus goes, you ain't gonna find him. I know, you may have separated me, but I'm still, locked mentally to the symbiote. My other, and they found some new dance partner to play with until they find their way back to me. So, unless you want to end this quick, you'll take me with you. And Peter's like, let me think about that. Do I, A, take my chances with the Renegade Symbiote, or B, take my chances with the Renegade Symbiote when you're close vicinity to it? I choose what's gonna get me closer to life, Cassidy, and just web slings out of there. So, meanwhile, Peter's just in his head, he's just like, this is the typical Parker bullshit. I was going to have a nice night with Mary Jane, and what happens? Everyone has to go fuck up my night. And now, if only I could find the Carnage symbiote and who it's attached to. And that's when he hears a scream, and he's like, and there's my cue. So Spider-Man comes flipping in and sees the Carnage. So he's just like, I did female Carnage. I've never seen a she Carnage before. I've seen she Venom. I've seen a white Venom. I've seen about everything, but I'd seen everything until I'd seen a female Carnage. And Genocider So is just like, I'm the all new, all different Carnage, and I'm here to just fuck your day up. And he's like, all new, all different? That sounds like a bad title. I don't know if that would sell well in comics, but let's see how this goes. So and Spider-Man get into a fight, and the two just complete, Carnage, So is basically creating, symbiote version tendrils of Scissors, and, throwing them at him. And he's like, Scissors? What the hell is this, Corpse Party? So he's, Peter's like, damn, this guy, whoever this girl is good. She must have had practice before the symbiote got to her. And the Carnage symbiote speaking through them is through So is just you should have realized that Cassidy was, speaking to me directly. So, you should, I know how to fight you already. And this is Genocider So, the great serial killer of Japan. I found a nice substitute for, for me. And So at that moment is like, substitute? Now, hang on. I may worship the ground Cletus Cassidy walks on, but I am no one's substitute. Not even for you. So at that point, the Carnage symbiote's like, oh well, you let me in, and I'm gonna make a roost up in here until I, find my way back to Cassidy. Give or take a couple thousand bodies. But at that point, So starts sorry, So, the old, sorry, Carnage, but the old saying, two's company, but three's a crowd. And that's when she lets Toko's personality out. And the two personalities basically unite to start mentally push the Carnage symbiote out of them. So while that's going on, the internal panic, Peter's just like, I don't know what the hell's going on, but now's my chance. And that's when he just whips in and pulls out a microwave heat device and just starts blasting. And if you're wondering where he got that, I forgot to mention, yeah, he picked that up from Ravencroft, and proceeds to just blast the symbiote off of Toko, who's just like, thank you, I want to lay down now, and just collapses on the ground. So he's like, wait, Genocider So is a teenage girl? I don't know how to feel about this, but also, oh shit, the symbiote's getting away. So he basically blasts it again and then contains it and takes it back to Ravencroft and leaves. He's like, man, that kid looked like she was messed up, but if she really is Genocider So, then she's got to face punishment. I just hope I just hope she gets help. Not at Ravencroft though. But, however, Toko goes back to, she sneezes and goes back to So, kills her way out and escapes New York City, and is now like trying, like she calls Kamaru, and she's basically like, so, how you doing, girlfriend? I need a pickup. It's a long story. I can't wait to tell you about it, and you won't believe who I met. So there you go, guys. That is the Spider-Man Danganronpa crossover. I wanted to use someone else other than Junko. As much as I love using that character a lot, I figured it's high time Toko got a spot. And also, Genocide So with the Carnage symbiote, that's just perfect. But anyway, I want to thank everyone for voting on this Patreon poll, and let me know in the comments below what you guys thought of it. Other than that, hope you all enjoyed this. I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time in Multiverse.